it's day 5 of week 11 of 52 weeks of vlogging, and it's Friday, so it's time for another book review! By the way, I apologize for the weird lighting happening over there. It's kind of like God rays. I tried to get rid of it. I moved all the curtains over and everything, and it isn't quite doing the job, and I have limited resources. Today we're going to talk about one of John Green's books. It's An Abundance of Katherine's. I kind of talk about John Green's books a lot. Do I talk about John Green's books a lot? Yes, I talk about John Green's books a lot. But of all John Green's books, An Abundance of Katherine's is my favorite. I love that this book opens with a teenager having a bath after being dumped. I mean, who else does that? Who else opens books with teenagers in the tub after being dumped? Nobody! But it's perfect! I love that being in the tub makes this character think of eureka moments. I love that the main character, Colin Singleton, has a best friend named Hassan who cusses like a sailor and preaches God in the same paragraph. And I love this passage partway through chapter 4. Hassan has taken Colin on a road trip to cure Colin of his relationship woes, and Hassan has found a piece of vandalism which he's decided to vandalize. And that's where this paragraph happens. While Hassan worked to make God Hates Baguettes, Colin's mind raced like this. 1. Baguettes. 2. Catherine the 19th. 3. The ruby necklace he'd bought her 5 months and 17 days before. 4. Most rubies come from India, which 5. Used to be under control of the United Kingdom, of which 6. Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister. And 7. Isn't it interesting how a lot of good politicians, like Churchill and also Gandhi, were bald, while 8. A lot of evil dictators, like Hitler and Stalin and Saddam Hussein, were mustachioed. But 9. Mussolini only wore a mustache sometimes. And 10, lots of good scientists had mustaches, like the Italian Ruggero Odi, who 11 discovered and named for himself the intestinal tract sphincter of Odi, which is just one of several lesser-known sphincters, like 12, the pupillary sphincter, which then reminds him of the day he and Hassan became friends when he made a joke about pupillary sphincters, and Hassan pointed out that that was the wrong kind of joke to make. I love the circularity of that passage, but more than that, that is how my brain works. I see something and my brain goes ping, 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 and then before you know it, I'm thinking about something totally different, but in a weird ping, ping, pingy kind of way related, and it's fantastic. I mean, for me it's fantastic. For other people it probably seems weird, but I read that and I was like, oh, this book was written for me! And in case you're wondering how to write a best-selling novel, that's how you do it. You write characters who are so rich and have so many things going on and so detailed that you can't help but fall in love with them and also feel like they're you kind of at the same time. Or maybe that just means I'm narcissistic. Am I narcissistic? Probably. I mean, I talk to a camera every day and I put it on the internet. I think there's probably definitely an underlying current of narcissism going on there. But back to the book. Even if you don't identify as well with Colin Singleton as I did, there's still a lot to love about this book. There's the fact that he has a friend who is amazing enough to just take him on a road trip when he sees that he's in trouble. I wish I had a friend like that when I was in high school. There's the road trip itself, which is full of randomness and adventure, which is exactly what road trips are supposed to be. There's the feeling that if you went to Gutshot, Tennessee, you would find the same people living there, and their houses would look the way the houses look here, and their cars would look the way the cars look here. This book taught me that for all the talk about best-selling novels being the kinds of novels that anyone can imprint themselves upon, and the kinds of novels that have places that anyone can imagine that they've been to because they remind everyone of some place that they've been, is crap. Because this book is about a very specific place and all of those specific tiny details, like the color of somebody's car or the smell of the grass or the way the sun sets over a specific hill. It's the specifics that matter, and the devil and the joy are both in the details. And if all that isn't enough for you, then I have to admit I might have geeked out about the math a little bit. An Abundance of Katherine's is wonderful. It is like a perfectly wrapped, perfect present on Christmas. It's amazing. So please read it. And speaking of An Abundance of Katherine's, there's a scene where Hassan makes Colin some amazing eggs for breakfast. And as you may remember from this video, I am allergic to eggs. But I decided that this might be a good time to test that allergy because Easter. So I made myself my favorite snack. And then I made a boo-boo. Guess what that boo-boo was? So these are the boo-boo eggs. I covered it up. I tried to put on like extra paprika just to kind of undo what I had done. I don't think you can undo nutmeg. It seems like one of those undoable kinds of things, but I am going to try. And I'm going to test that undoing of nutmeg now for your viewing pleasure. Nutmeg and paprika deviled eggs. That's a little bit vomit worthy, actually. More mustard might have done it, but more paprika didn't. Now I'm sad because I wasted 3 deviled eggs. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I think I need to eat just normal good deviled eggs now.